Carmen lights a little firebolt in one of her fingertips, like at her side.
Carmen.
You'll see
Just
two
keeping
more
it light.
arrows like shoot out from that direction, but like high up into the trees here. Like one embeds itself in the trunk here, the other embeds itself. Oh, you can't see those. One embeds itself in the trunk here, the other embeds itself in the trunk here.
Mm.
And you'll hear the woman call out again. Guys, I think it's safe to come out for now. And you'll see someone come out from
Clark was about to walk up behind him and just slap him across the head.
the tree cover. And you also see two people emerge from the trees next to you. You see a Komodo with what looks to be like druid's robes. Manisha Maya, that's also hooded. And someone who you might find quite familiar.
Hey.
Oh, hey.
You'll
Oh,
see
look who it
as she
is.
still approaches you, she still has her arrow on her bow. It's not pointed at you, but she still has it ready.
How you been?
Sorry for the mystery. I had to make sure, but you are real, aren't you?
I hope so.
Plan on being.
I feel like I'd know if I wasn't real.
She'll actually extend her
I don't
hand
think
for a
we'd be the
handshake.
one in the group to know that.
Carmen will handshake.
Okay, good.
Tule will also proffer her hand.
Well, neither of you are gooey, so I think we're okay.
Oh no, there's not imposters going around, is there?
Sign
Never
of
be too
things to
sure
come.
nowadays. But, I'm sorry, where are my manners? It's so good to see you.
You too.
I'm surprised that we ran into each other here. What are you doing down here?
Oh, you know, traveling.
Doing
Helping.
things.
I mean,
Yeah.
really? Here? Did you know about the things going on here?
I mean, it's quite possible we knew.
Not a. Yeah.
You can see she still has like the bow notch, and she'll actually kind of hang on to it a little bit. Look, I'm glad to see you, but I really don't think we should be cagey right now. If you're here for some reason, you gotta tell me. Otherwise, I think I have to send you back.
Yeah, so we're killing stuff.
What kind of stuff?
Carmen gives her a side eye. Depends.
Carmen.
This time, Clark goes behind her and actually smacks him across the head.
Can I make a strength check to not have my head moved while I'm getting smacked?
Yeah, sure.
Am I challenging that or
Yeah, you can make a strength
Yeah.
check. Let's see.
not a dexterity?
Well, it's a smack, so I would say strength.
There you go.
I know fucking Carmen.
Carmen's head is now unfortunately
backwards.
divorced from her shoulders.
Yeah.
She now has a headache and cannot concentrate for a minute.
Breaks concentration.
The smack reverberates throughout the empty forest, so you see Lala kind of take a step back. Okay, yeah, I think you're the right ones.
I'm sorry. I apologize for this one here, and just like points a thumb towards Carmen.
It's
It's nice seeing you again.
Yes, you too. It's okay. I know. It'd be.
Okay, alright.
So we were actually on our way to the fog, and isn't it called the fog? Yeah, yeah. We were on our way towards the fog, but we were making stops throughout the way to, I think, according to what was it? What was the? God, it's been months. I don't know any of the lore anymore.
We're going to the fog to kill the hive
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
of Iska there. Because there's also supposed to be a sanctuary out there.
Yep.
That's
Well,
what I remember.
I don't know much about any of that, but I probably could use your help now that you're here, I guess. That is, if you don't have anything else to do.
We've got time.
We've got some time, I guess.
I would prefer it's worth our while.
Right. Well, you see, the reason that I was so careful before is because, well, this whole place is, it's messed up. You see, after you guys set up Galewind, I stayed up there for a little bit, working for Kalanthor, but I just couldn't stand him after a while. Too much of a hard ass. So I came back to the
Yeah, that
Look,
tracks.
looking for work. Turns out, the House of Morin, they got a job for me because they saw what I did in the scares and thought, okay, well, I could handle something a bit more. I didn't know that something a bit more would be all of this, though. And she kind of looks around at the ruined forest. You see, there's these monsters on this island. They don't really know what they are, but all they know is that one of the settlements here just went dark a few weeks ago, and then you've heard nothing. And everybody they've sent here doesn't come back alive. But I'm their only scout that's been to the scares. I'm their best bet. And let me tell you, it's definitely real, the monsters here. They're not like anything I've ever seen. Except for one thing. Do you remember when we fought that weird night cry in the cave?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they're
It
like
had
that.
the weird skin.
Yeah, but
Yeah. The
it's like that, but worse. I mean, way worse. Like, not even a night cry anymore. Something else. I can't really handle it on my own, and I've got my two new squad mates here with me, and she gestures to the Moto and the Ishimaya, but I think it's just above our pay grade. Now, with 5 more people, maybe we could do something about it.
I would be
They
very.
have an elite.
I'll go ahead and speak for Carmen for the time being, because I know exactly what she'll ask. What do you think we'll be getting in return if we do help you?
Well, we are supposed to get paid, but also, I think the bigger problem is if what's here escapes the island. See, the thing is, I feel like they could have done it already. It's not hard to get onto this island. I mean, we did it from the ground. But what scares me is that all of these monsters seem to sort of have some sort of purpose. It's like they're, in a way, working towards something. I don't know what it is. You see, the whole area, they tore it all down, and they've got sort of like this center that they are all congregated around. And they're bringing things down there.
You said they're like that night cry from the cave.
Yes, but that one was just a really vicious beast. These are all vicious beasts, but they've all got some sort of... It's like they're working together.
Like they actually are thinking?
Yeah. Well, I guess like how ants think, maybe.
So
I
like
think-
a hive, quote unquote.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's safe to say
Oh boy.
we can negotiate the price down to just whatever components you have around here.
Components for what?
Spell components, anything you got.
Oh, I mean, Garanti's probably got plenty, and she looks at the Komodo.
Grunty, are you aware of the cleansing ritual?
The Komodo nods. He's quite an old Komodo. Cleansing in what way?
See, there was a druid Nalaga in Galewind who taught us a cleansing ritual. It utilizes, I believe... One second. She checks her notes. Forgot what it utilizes. Twile also has access to it. But it's specifically for these type of infested enemies.
Wait, you can use that here.
Yes. And you should never confront these things alone.
But can you supersize it? Can you make it a bigger ritual? I mean,
It's
the problem
possible.
is they've got the whole island under control, basically. We've just trying to been surviving at this point.
It's worth a shot to try to make a bigger ritual, I suppose. Probably would need to scale up the sort of
Sorry about that.
circle.
I'm gonna have to disagree. Because remember what had happened when we exercised the last time?
Oh yeah. We had to deal with it, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
And we didn't deal with it very well, did we?
Not really.
Well, look, I know where they're all sort of going, where they're taking everything. It's underground, at the old settlement that they ruined. I can take you there. Maybe if you investigate in there, you can figure out what's going on, but they're crawling all over there. I mean, I'm sure you can handle it, I guess. But I do have a camp north of here.
Specialty.
Hey,
Boy, boy. Boy, boy, Minoy.
let's head to your camp real quick. We're gonna have to do a little bit of planning.
Right, of course. Granti knows the way. Granti? And she'll turn to him. But as she does so, the Ishimaya will, like, tap her on the shoulder and go, shh! And sort of gesture around her. You'll see, like, Lila freeze. And then she goes, get down, hide, now. Gonna go over here. You'll see the other two scatter as well.
Psst, Clark.
Duck? No.
Stealth.
Who's got Zahavi?
I've got Zahavi. I'm carrying him like over because he's a little guy.
Yeah.
Are we all doing stealth checks?
You'll see the three of them do stealth checks.
You see them do the stealth check.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
That doesn't bode well.
Guidance for...
Very good.
Let's start with Carmen, Yotimo, Twile, and me. Damn.
Those are some really good rolls.
So we got 21, 18, 7, and 18 again.
By the way, Kobu,
Yeah.
does Lafayette pick up anything with detect magic?
So you pick up some hints of magic from Garanti. He probably has some magic things on him, but not anything else in the immediate area.
No, I mean, Lafayette is still on a sweep around the area. And
Okay.
I mentioned that I would cast detect magic on Lafayette in the hopes of detecting anything.
Okay. How far can he
Like,
go away from you?
1 mile.
Okay. In that case, I would say, and detect magic is 30, right?
Yeah, he would go down to 25 feet height.
Okay. No, you do not sense anything magical.
Okay, then after about half an hour, after the 10 minutes of detect magic, Harvey would return. Though I don't believe that would be right now.
Yeah, you could actually return just as everyone's hiding, I think.
Okay.
Because you've gone and had a conversation. But as you wake, you'll see that everyone is like, you wake up and everyone's like crouching, looking over logs and stuff.
Shh. Don't make a sound.
What the fuck is happening?
Hand over your mouth.
All you have to do is like grasp it like a dog mouth.
Like the meme shot. Okay, so as you all are crouching behind various logs and brambles, you hear sort of this like oozing noise from further up, and you see this weird like blob of stuff.
Wait, can I try a noise for it?
Yeah.
Hey, Kobu, I have a quick question.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Is it attracted to other things like it?
What?
Who knows?
Don't say that.
I'm going to quietly try and move slightly away from the group to this other patch of bushes.
Okay, wait, what's your stealth? 17
This
plus.
was
Okay.
like 21.
Yeah, 21. And you can see that it's kind of like going around. And you'll see it stops by this mushroom. And you'll see like a tentacle snake out around the mushroom and rip it out of the ground. And you can see the mushroom just turns into ooze. It starts doing that to the other mushrooms. As it's quite far away from you right now.
Does it look similar in... Does it look similar to, like the Iska did when it was a liquid?
It does, except it seems that this has absorbed more things. So you can see that, like, there are, like, bits of, like, plant and debris and other things that you don't really want to know what they are, kind of sticking out of it, being turned into it, basically.
Hmm.
Whereas the creatures that you fought them in the scarce, where there wasn't much to absorb. You feel as if this creature now, with a lot more just living things around it, is having a lot of a better time.
It's
Gotcha.
getting fed.
Lila will creep over to Yotimo. She's gonna whisper to him, actually. It's gonna go for the plants. We have to get out of here. Or we could try to take it down. I think we can do it. But I don't know. It's only a matter of time before
Sure
it comes
did
this
pick
way.
the best person to take that decision.
Well,
Have you ever seen her in?
We have to let them know.
Yeah, I understand. I know. This is part of something I need to do after we take that decision. So, have you ever faced anything that looked like remotely like this?
Yeah. It's... The thing is, it's tough, and if you make one wrong move, then basically if it gets fed, it's real bad. All the plants around here, they're pretty much dead, so they don't really give it much power. But I came here with more than 2 people. had a whole squad, and it gets its hand on something real living, well, then it's
over.
not good.
All right. I will cast invisibility on myself. And I will try and cross over, trying to make the least sound I can.
With a 17,
And
right?
You cast
Yeah.
invisibility.
And invisibility. Okay, you're good.
Yeah. And I'm going to. I don't want it to scream. I'm going to like go around here, drop invisibility, and then come back here. Just not pop like next to the person.
You don't jump scare is a hobby.
Yeah. Sorry to intrude.
Crawl over.
Guys, we have a suggestion from Lila. They have faced this type of beast before. It is a beast that needs to eat living things. We could try and face it right now, or we need to get the hell out of here.
So my only issue,
And we
I
need
guess.
to do it fast.
So my only issue is that the longer this thing is alive, the more powerful it becomes, because it feeds off of everything that's around here. So it might be in our best interest to defeat it now, while we still can before it gets even stronger.
Perfect. I just wanted you to, be part of the conversation and not me just, splurging and going AWOL, turning to Carmen.
Perhaps Carmen has grown on me. Perhaps.
We need to do it fast.
Should I try to get its intention with Lafayette?
Oh, it's too late.
I'm doing that. You know that sneaking thing, and you see in like cartoons, where the person is doing like that tippy toe walk.
What's
As you
funny
see,
is you still have a 21 stealth.
yeah, as you see Carmen like move up there, you can see Lila just like gesturing to her like with her hand, like her palm is up and like out towards the sky. Like what?
She gestures back, like across throat at the creature, and like a flicking motion, like she's throwing something.
Oh no!
Can I fly towards Lila before Carmen does this? Like stealthily?
Yeah, well, Carmen hasn't done anything yet, and the beast seems to be unaware. It's actually pretty occupied now by this big growth of mushrooms right here.
So yeah, I fly towards her. Do I need to do another stealth check or anything, or?
Nope, your stealth is still good.
Okay. So I fly over to Lila and whisper, so it was kind of my suggestion. Carmen just is. I would like to try and defeat this creature before it gets even more powerful than it already is. And I believe we have the means to do it. Carmen will do the opening volley, and we follow suit.
You'll see her notch an arrow.
Hurts hears in his mind. They're heavy here. You want me to simultaneously make an effort to damage this creature?
Sounds like a good idea. So, can you send thought to Carmen to synchronize?
Will do. Carmen?
Is it heavy?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Yes.
Try and put as much metal as you can in that thing, and I can pretty much like burn it from the inside.
Don't have anything that would.
I have a bow and arrow, and I think Lila has some too. I just wanted to make sure that you had this information so you could send it to them later.
And he sends a message to Carmen. Carmen,
Yo, what's up?
I will shoot simultaneously. Give me the signal once you're ready. And afterwards, the Harvey will fly up towards the branches of the tree behind him.
Okay. I'm going to cast Protection from Good and Evil. Then I'm going to put up my Arcane Ward.
If you want to do that, by the way, you need to make another sleight of hand check because it has verbal and somatic components.
Understood.
I've still got my trident summoned, for the record.
Yeah, pre-summoned.
Yep.
Yeah.
Clerk.
I'm gonna,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
You'll hear a twig snap behind you as Shima steps on a twig. The monster suddenly sort of turns and starts creeping this way.
I guess I'd look towards Carmen and just give a nod. Like,
Skadoosh.
do it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's lightning bolt.
Cast
Definitely
lightning
does
bolt.
something.
Okay.
8d8, I believe. 8d6 on a failed save. So it needs to make a dex saving throw.
As Harvey sees the lightning arching, he also senses fireball. And he makes it cold damage to double his damage.
Wow. Okay.
Is it 8d6 or 8d8?
It's 8d6. I
Okay.
read it wrong.
That DPS though.
I'm grabbing battleship.
I'm guessing you do fireball like right here,
Yeah.
just so you don't hurt Shima.
Thinking about here, so it's only the amorphous
monster.
blob.
There we go. Okay. Let's get it.
That's unsettling.
What, the music?
Yeah. I like it.
Okay, so boom. Turn order in there.
Oh, initiative.
Initiative.
Yeah, everyone please roll me initiative.
Nice.
I
Oh
knew
wait,
it.
don't I have a... Or no, that's a... I'm thinking of paladins. Paladins have a passive where it increases, give +2 to initiative if you're close to them.
Hmm.
Did I have? No. Okay.
Okay. Oh, it's my turn. Crap.
No,
I
I'm
think we're
getting
still rolling initiative.
Yeah, I'm getting some initiative in here. The guy. And for your Indian. Which I think I'll just put them under one initiative just to make... Put them under her. Okay. Up. And like that. Okay, great. Okay, as the lightning bolt arcs across the forest, you see this huge, like, blue glow just kind of light up the whole forest. And then the fireball races in after it. But the fireball is not fire-colored, it's, like, ice-colored.
It's a nice ball.
Okay, so that's a dex save for both, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, here you go. Lightning bolt dex save.
+3/+3.
And fireball deck save. So I think that fails on both of them. As the lightning bolt and the cold ball race towards it, you'll hear the creature emit like this crazy, like sort of like multiphonic scream as like it'll shift and its form is like there's tentacles coming out of it and stuff, and it just starts to spread out and get very agitated. That's 26 plus 32, which is 58. But unfortunately, that is all halved. So,
32 time doubled because it's
32 times.
cold
So
damage.
32 plus 13.
64.
So 32 plus 30.
It's halved again.
Kobu, it's halved.
Yeah,
Like even
everything's-
though it's cold.
Everything
got
is halved.
That's not good.
Yeah. So.
Oh no.
Well,
No,
both the
because
fireball and the lightning bolt are halved. I don't know if everything, but so 32 plus 13 is 45. 45 damage, still a ton, as it rips into the monster. Okay, and
Damn.
Carmen, you're up.
That being said, I think we're gonna do a little bit of trolling. Fireball.
Okay.
Another deck save. It's got to beat a 14.
That's a pretty damn good roll.
Half
Okay.
16.
Unfortunately, it's half damage, which is halved again. The 8. Ugh. This time it seems to sense your fireball coming towards it, and a part of it just literally pulls away like water on a beach.
I'm going to go ahead and move toward it. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I forgot that I have to tell you everything about it.
Oh yeah.
That'd be nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No worries.
And the intelligence shit. Yeah, all that stuff. Okay, features. All that. Actions. Just 2.
Limb.
Scream.
All right. Well, I'm gonna make an intelligence check before I move. Then.
Ooh.
22. Okay, what would you like to know?
Consume.
Consume. All right. You saw what it did with the mushrooms, so.
Can I make a? I'll save that for next turn.
Oh, why did it get? Why did it get chill all of a sudden? What's going on?
Yeah, the music just changed.
How do we fix that? Oh yeah, sorry. Go ahead, please.
Can I make another intelligence check to see if this would interact with the white goop I have? Like if it gets consumed, would anything happen to it?
You don't need to roll to know that something will happen. You don't know if it's good or bad.
Okay. I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30. Then
Why would you say that, Sarah? Why?
Oh
Why did
no.
that thought cross your mind and you put it into words for the rest of us to see?
It's the internet poisoning, unfortunately.
The brain rot.
Terminal. There's no cure.
I end my turn.
Yotimo.
Gonna do an intelligence check. And there's lag. I'm not able to. Hello. Okay. take the first one. It's just it picked up on the second one.
Either way.
Either way, I know. It's still. And damn, it's so laggy. I'm gonna try for its head. And I'm going to cast Phantasmal Force on it.
Okay.
In an attempt to make it feel like it's like falling. No
Okay.
control, falling down. So it's this.
Let's see here.
Intelligence check against my spell save DC.
Okay. And all that. Okay. All right, intelligence check. Gonna be real bad.
Yep.
It
Okay.
fails. You can see the tentacles and the various appendages of different shapes and sizes reach up into the air as if the creature is like falling from the sky, and you can hear another scream from it, but it, yeah, seems to have worked somehow.
Great. All right, everyone, just try and make me not lose my concentration.
That was Yotimo, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
And that's my turn.
move then.
Tweely.
Alrighty.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Well, let's start off an intelligence check. That's
No.
taken care of, but I don't think it's dead. Oh.
Yeah, it's this.
Well, I mean, I do have the whole thing that we got from killing Ikaki. So I could just try to obliterate this. I figure it's worth a shot. How do I... Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, what do you? Well, okay. First, let me describe it, and then we'll get into what you. So, you draw inside yourself into your fount of power, and from underneath the island, you hear in your head almost, or feel the giant ocean underneath Etunn respond as your patron, the giant unknowable thing that lives in the ocean underneath Etunn, seems to respond to you. Such an occurrence is actually quite rare as well, so it's a really kind of crazy, overwhelming feeling, as if the entire underneath, like the sea underneath, is like moving up into you, and you feel this huge power kind of come up. The rest of you can see that Tuile's eyes suddenly glow a big, deep blue, and it's almost as if her skin, like if you were to turn and look, it's almost as if her skin got deeper. So, what form would you like this intervention to take? Like, do you want it to be a big attack? Do you want something to happen to the environment around you?
I think just an attack. Just my only thought is just obliteration. Get this thing gone.
Okay. You'll see a huge whirlpool open up in front of you, right about here, in the ground, as if there was water there, but there isn't. And you'll see that it starts to get larger and larger and larger until a huge spout of water arcs up out of it. And you can see that it arcs through the sky, and as it arcs through the sky, it starts to crystallize and turn to ice in midair until it rains down on the creature like machine gun fire of little ice crystals.
Hell yeah.
Alright, it'll need to make a dex save, which will be a fail. Okay. And it will take. Oh, it's actually not that great of a roll. It is pretty good.
That's
39
pretty
cold
good.
damage, which is halved, unfortunately. So fucking hell. 19 cold damage total from that. And it'll need to make a Constitution saving throw real quick. It is good at these ones. Okay, well, it actually fails.
Oh, yeah.
And you can see that the ice pulls around it and locks it into the ground as the whirlpool closes as if nothing had happened. And the creature is paralyzed for 1 round.
Nice.
Alright, that was your action.
Yeah.
Fucking cool action.
Yep.
Don't forget the in check.
I know the in check was the first thing I did that turn, and it did not.
Oh, okay.
Simultaneous the worst and best thing to happen.
Yeah. Let me just pop the ruler out real quick. What did I? Okay. So I'll just run to about here and wield my trident menacingly, I suppose. And that's my turn.
Okay, on its turn it is paralyzed and cannot move. However, it will instead release a scream at double volume. Let's... Okay, so that will be Clerk and then Shima and Lila. Need to make wisdom saves as you hear this piercing scream from very close to you.
Wow.
Okay, and let me...
+7.
Their stuff. Oh, that's good. And that's
How do they
also-
get +1s, get higher rolls than my +7?
All right, Lila's the only one that passes. Unfortunately, Clerk and Shima are affected by this. The scream kind of rattles your head almost, and it's very disconcerting. And you'll take a disadvantage on all attack rolls and ability checks for the next round. But that will be pretty much the only thing it can do. Paralyze. And Clark.
Ooh, boy. So disadvantage on everything, basically.
Well, attack rolls and ability checks, not on saving throws.
Alright, well, disadvantage. I'll still make my intelligence check. Yeah, nah. Let's go ahead. I mean, that disadvantage just kind of sucks. Is there something I can do that doesn't require... Not really. Okay. I guess I'll just try to, shoot him with my crossbow. It's a 7.
Unfortunately, that will not hit.
Alright, we're gonna move back 5, 10, 15. And for my bonus action, we're gonna go ahead and do this number. Roll 2 d20s. Good shit.
Okay.
So I'll have those in the back pocket. And that'll end my turn.
Alright. It's the little guy's turn. Lila will go over here. That's 20 feet. Then she'll rise up 10.
Before you, I guess, attack Can I know what kind of attack she's gonna do?
It's gonna be bow and arrow.
Do we know what like bonuses she gets?
Yeah, you actually have her sheet.
Oh right.
So I actually can tell you also, Lila does have a couple. She's a little bit buffed now because she's learned a couple things. So yeah, for now I'll control her for this fight, but
Yeah. Okay.
just letting you
yeah,
know she has some abilities, so in case you need to rely on her for anything, look at. But she'll make 2 longbow attacks unless there's anything you wanted to do before she did.
No.
Okay.
Unless I crit them. Unless I make them crits, then nah.
Okay, well both will miss. Yeah, both will miss.
Yeah, she doesn't output enough damage for me to change one of them.
All right, and then Shima the Ishimai will run next to her. Also do 2 longbow attacks, which will both hit this time. Dealing 9 and 7, 16, halved to 8. And then Garanti will use his bonus action to cast Shillelagh.
Hell yeah.
He's gonna run in.
And then he's going to go up to Yotimo and slap him on the shoulder as he casts Longstrider to increase Yotimo's speed by 10 feet.
Let's go.
Man, if only Longstrider had the Baldur's Gate treatment.
Spend 25 minutes finding every party member to cast it on them at the beginning of each day.
Well, you just go into the world first, and then. Oh, you're talking about if you were playing with like actual people.
And then
That too,
Zahavi.
but also
Yeah, they made Longstrider a ritual spell instead.
Okay. I think you're muted, but I'll give you the intelligence. What would you like to know?
For once, the wizard finally makes an intelligence check. My bad. I forgot that it was muted. Yes, I would like to know. Amorphous assault. Okay, so long as we keep our distance, everything's fine. Good, good, good.
Yeah, I might not get to do that, to be honest.
I will try and... As I don't know what is gonna happen, I will keep it cool and cast Chill Touch.
Okay. That is a connection. That's a hit. Dealing 7 damage, which is unfortunately halved.
Wow.
To 3. Let's see. On the hit, you can't regain hit points until the start of your next turn. Got it.
That's it for now.
Round 2, Carmen.
I'm going to cast like Lance. Must make an intelligence saving throw. Take 76 damage or be
Jesus.
incapacitated.
That's great. That's a cool spell.
I ain't playing around.
Okay.
On a successful save, it takes half damage and is not incapacitated.
Intelligence save. Okay, so
-4.
that was crazy. Unfortunately, it is immune to psychic damage, but is still incapacitated.
Damn it.
So it won't take any damage. But
God damn it.
yeah, it is incapacitated. Let me put that up back on. You can see the creature freezes up, but it doesn't seem to have any sort of physical effect on it.
Okay. I would like to make an intelligence check.
Okay.
Boink. Boink.
What would you like to know?
So we know Amorphous. We know Consume. Do we know what Limb does?
No.
Nope.
No.
Let's do Limb.
Okay, Limb is this. I think you'll be very happy.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Alright, I'm going to move 5.
Yeah.
25. Ruler? We can get farther away. 30. That's good. We'll,
There you
we'll stay
go.
there. That's the end of my turn.
Yotimo.
Intelligence check.
Yeah.
Nothing. And so I'm still concentrating, so I need to spend an action to keep my concentration up. Ooh.
No, you just keep it up unless you get hit and you fail to save.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, in that case, and I don't suppose I can cast anything else, right?
You can't cast. Well, if you cast a spell that requires concentration, your concentration shifts to that new spell. But you can cast a spell that doesn't require concentration.
And still maintain my concentration up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Wait. Okay. Oh, dang. Grab the ruler real quick. That's good. I'm gonna go ahead and cast a little whisper so that it moves away from me at level 1. There you go.
Okay, wisdom save.
So it's a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Well, there you go.
that's surprising.
Silvery Bobs.
Okay, reroll.
Okay.
And okay, good fail.
Yay!
So it will not take damage, but
I-
it must use its reaction if available. It is
I will give the advantage to Twile.
okay. It is actually paralyzed and incapacitated at the same time, though, so it cannot move away.
Get
Yeah.
fucked.
As long as I
That means
keep
it
my
loses its
concentration
action
up.
or reaction, right? Or does it?
Yeah,
does
it,
not
its
lose-
reaction is gone.
It's incapacitated, yeah. Incapacitated,
Well, yeah, I
can't do
suppose
shit.
paralyzed isn't gonna be doing much for the reaction.
Because after your turn, it's no longer paralyzed, but it's still incapacitated.
We're just like, stun, remove turn, stun, stun.
Overwatch 2
Nice.
ass gameplay.
Uno skip card.
+4.
Say, Twile, do you have like a strong attack, just like regular attack? That requires a
I
attack roll?
suppose I could get to blasting.
Because I can make one
yeah,
of
it's
those
immune
a
to it.
19.
That would work, I think.
Anything else for Yotimo?
Did the creature move?
It can't, because it's double.
Oh no,
paralyzed.
it's much. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I kind of missed the whole plot. Sorry. Alright. I'm just gonna move then.
Who says an
Up right
all
there.
caster party can't make it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's all in how you handle it.
Oh, you know what? I need to kind of stay close for the spell to work still, so I'm just going to stay there. That's my turn.
Twile.
Alright, first things first. Intelligence check.
Oh,
Nice.
what do you want to know?
Let me scroll up real quick. Acrid body. Jesus. Okay.
Oh, all right. Good to know.
It's blasting time.
All right, one of those is going to be a 19 to hit.
Okay, so both of
So
them
I
will
guess
hit
the
then.
first one. And I think you got to click Ultra Plat. Yeah.
All right, 7 and 3, which is not
Ow.
halved. So it takes a full 10.
Oh, force is not half.
Force is the least resisted damage type, I think.
Yeah.
True.
Oh, I know what's coming for it next.
Oh god.
So,
Hang on. Why is that not? Oh, I didn't do it. It's got my charisma modifier added to it because I didn't
Oh,
put
really?
agonizing blast in the calculation.
Okay, well then in that case,
it's
That's an
dead.
extra 8 damage.
then it's dead.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Need to change that on the thing.
All right. Now I can switch the do that. God.
Professional streamer, everyone.
Yeah. On. Okay, there we go. All right, as your blast pummel into the creature, you can see more and more of it kind of be knocked loose and knocked back until finally it is dissipated and dispersed. However, when you finally destroy it with the Eldritch Blasts, you see that it doesn't sort of like drop or melt or do anything like that. Instead, it sort of crumbles into like these little tendrils that quickly snake out across the ground and out away, far away.
Can I try it scorching ray them?
You can try and Scorching Ray a few. There's definitely too many to get all of them, though. Some of them are also burrowing into the ground and everything.
Okay.
The Harvey casts Mage Hand and tries to capture some of them.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check.
Yep.
Okay, you managed to catch a few. They sort of wriggle in the mage hand's grasp like weird, featureless worms.
I'll capture them in a vial.
As you put 3 of them into the vial together, you can see that they quickly coalesce into one big worm.
I'm gonna use the Awakened Spellbook in order to quicken a ritual cast of Detect Magic.
Okay. Surprisingly, you don't detect any magic from these things. As you're doing that, Lila walks up. Ooh, well done. See, I knew we could take it.
Oh, yeah, sure about... No, I'm just kidding.
Everyone okay?
From what I can tell, there don't appear to be any injuries whatsoever, so good stuff.
Yeah, I probably
Well,
should have mentioned that it's best to keep your distance, but you did so anyway, so I think we're okay.
Well, considering the components of our squad, we tend to stay away anyways.
I think we should head to my camp. These things, they don't tend to stick around each other, because if they do, well, one ends up eating the other one, so we're probably free to travel for a little bit at least.
Should we burn or try and like make sure that it doesn't come like coalesce again?
Oh. Yeah. there's no way of avoiding that. It'll be back eventually in some other form. That is until we figure out the source of all of it.
Can I Arcana check it?
Sure.
You already.
I want to see if it's linked to something else or if it's
I
specifically.
give
avoiding
Carmen
them.
advantage.
Okay.
Okay. Again. Wow.
There you go. 27.
29.
29.
Okay. What are you, Abjuration Wizard? Yeah.
I am.
You don't detect any magic coming from them. However, as you're sort of combing through different signatures, it's kind of like when you flick night vision binoculars to different settings. You go to infrared, then you go to night vision, you go to this and that. So you're like flicking through all the different types of magic. You're like, no, not that one, not. But you feel that there's like this weird like background thing going on around it. It's not magic, you know that, but there's something, some sort of feeling. It could be like some sort of psionics or weird, energy. You're not quite sure what it is.
Did this energy feel similar to when I was infested?
You can't really be too sure because you're not sure how it would feel on the on the outside. You only were able to be the recipient. God, what's going on?
Why do I hear boss music?
Oh no, we're back in combat. Oh no, oh no!
It came back. Yeah, you can't be too sure. But there could be a connection for sure. I mean, it's definitely a possibility.
I have a terrible idea.
Is that
Oh
supposed to be
Lord.
like a new
Why
thing?
do you do this, Carmen?
Please
Why?
inform us before you do anything, okay?
No, this is like a serious terrible idea.
Yes, I know.
Let's hear it.
Give us a rundown.
All right, we
Go
set up-
ahead.
we set up a ritual cleansing site. Then we somehow get a very small amount of that separated from that little chunk. Hear me out. One of us.
No, I think I see what you're trying to say. We try to do it like how we released the one lady from the ice, right?
One of us gets infested with a little bit of it. We try and figure out.
No.
Okay, that's fair.
That's too risky.
Fair enough.
My honest and humble opinion, that is way too risky.
I mean, from what I've seen, you'll see Lila kind of put over. It seems to be sort of like what we saw before. It's just different. It's like it's more. I don't know. It's like it's more advanced. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Unfortunately, I just shoot things. Not really that good with substances and magic and all that. You all are probably better at that than me.
That dex. 18 dex, goddamn.
Well, so what do you say? You want to go to camp? Let's get some rest.
I wanted to check one more thing. Clark is gonna fly straight up about 60 feet and try to perceive if there's any more of those amorphous things walking around somewhere in the distance.
Okay, make a perception check.
Oh, that was disadvantage. But let's go ahead and give myself guidance.
Okay.
So 12.
With a 12, you don't see any in the surrounding vicinity.
Okay. Flies all the way back down. Let's go.
Lila will quickly start flying further into the forest.
Yep.
And
Clark
eventually,
will follow suit.
she will lead you all to her camp.
Oh yeah.
Short. Okay.
We're all gridded up.
You can see that the camp is in a sort of like a narrow canyon. And as you kind of go, like, as you approach the canyon, basically, you can see that there are all of these, like, animal carcasses that are kind of littered further out from the from the canyon, sort of surrounding it. And as you walk by them, Lila will point them out. You see, we put these there, and they get distracted. They eat them up, think there's nothing left, and then leave. Seems to work all right. They're pretty single-minded. If it's living matter, they can't wait to get their hands on it. Anything else, they're kind of not really interested. It's even, like, with wood. Like, they'll eat trees, but not wooden planks.
So do they eat, like, the leaves?
Yeah, everything. I mean, animals, like, it's all gone. Bones and all.
Bones and all?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just gotta be living.
Because technically trees are living.
Not a very technically. They are very alive.
Yeah, they'll eat them, but they won't eat the wooden planks. Like, 'cause I guess
It's dead?
maybe the tree, yeah, it's technically dead at that point.
Interesting.
Right, when you chop a log, it takes away, or it cuts off from the roots that it was connected to that would be giving it life. Huh.
As she sits down. So, you never actually told me. How'd you find out about this place? Like, who set you on the trail? I mean, was it the house? The House of Morin? I mean, that's who sent me, but if they sent you, then I don't know, maybe that means that they weren't so confident what it's gonna do.
It was not the House of Morin.
Honestly, we are a bit on a world tour right now.
I see. Well, you know, I could go with you. I mean, that is, if we figure out what's happening on this island and solve it first. But I don't know. Depends. If you want us, anyway. Could
Well,
be some
the
help.
more the merrier.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, I think you're probably going to be on the right trail of whatever's going on. Whatever I do with you is probably going to be way more important than anything the House of Morin sends me out to do.
House of Morin. Oh boy.
That's a good one.
I'm trying to decide whether we let her in on how we feel about that.
So, how confident are you in your job security?
What do you mean? Like with the house?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't technically work for them. I'm sort of on like a consulting basis right now. They just know that I worked for Kalenthor, and so that got me in their good graces. But we've
Okay,
never
so
really
that's
had a
good.
relationship before. Yeah.
I don't know how much longer they're going to be around.
What do you mean?
So, let's put it like this. Us and several others have significant beef with Ilnaric.
Oh,
Got like a herd of cows worth.
that's the
beef.
old shaman guy, right?
I mean,
Old is an understatement.
Yeah, I mean, he's pretty ancient. But you don't like him. Why? What'd he do?
What
He
didn't he
left
do?
us to die. And now
Very
he lets
explicitly
us
left
work.
us to die.
And now he lets us work our asses off for him.
Oh, you're working for him now. What does he have you doing?
Is it? It's not by choice, is it?
No, we're kind of loosely associated by a common goal.
Yes.
I was
Oh,
more
okay.
referencing the socio-political instability in Morin's look.
Well, I mean, like, in what way? I mean, the House of
You
Mourne,
heard of-
they're the only thing, right?
Have you heard of the Red Order?
Oh, yeah, I have. Bunch of cult freaks. I mean, what? They in Luluk now?
They have grown exponentially all over Etunn. Not only the House of Morin, but Kataruna and many other groups of power are losing quite the foothold.
I mean, I guess that makes sense, right? People are desperate nowadays. I mean, with all the attacks and everything, and honestly, they're losing faith in the governments, the leadership. I guess they're probably so desperate they'll just go for anything at this point. Sucks. I mean, there's... So you're saying that there's a possibility they might challenge the house?
I don't think there's a possibility. I think it's an inevitability.
That's a big thing to say. I mean, the house is the house, you know? Like, if something can get that big, then, well... Ugh.
Develop a lot of cracks.
What if the house never was what it is claiming to be?
She's like, starts kind of laughing at that. Like, you can't be serious. I mean, that's the House of Morin. They are what they are. Like, if it wasn't, like, what do you mean? Like, they're not Morin's family, or, I mean, they've kept the look the way it is for forever. I mean, we've been more stable than anywhere else in Etunn. Like, I don't really see how they could be anybody else.
Well, what if, I would say, several generations ago, they started claiming to be the descendants of Morin. And dethroning the actual descendants, putting them, exiling them, and stealing their power, until they themselves are not aware who they actually are. Until recently.
I mean, shit, I guess it's a pretty cool theory. But even then, I mean, look, I don't mean this to be, like, dismissive, but I wouldn't really care either way, I guess. Because either way, Look's been stable, we've been safe, and I've never had a problem with them. So I guess even if they are pretend Morin descendants or whatever, I guess I'm okay with it as long as they wouldn't just try to upend the Look. But, well, you guys are more involved in all that stuff. I guess it's probably more important to you. But look, I mean, if you need help, I'm happy to help. You did a lot for me in the scares, so I do owe you that. And for for just now. So, don't think I won't be glad to help you with whatever you want to do. I mean, as long as you're not helping the Red Order, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're not with them. Well, so what? How does that tie into everything? What's your angle?
About what specifically?
Well, what do you want to get done? So you've got the Red Order, challenging the house, I guess. The house might not be the house. You've got the monsters here that you seem to know about. You've got Ilnarik, who you don't really mess with. You've got all these threads, but where are they leading to? What's the end here?
We are sort of on a campaign to eradicate all these types of creatures.
Oh, so it all ties into that stuff. The stuff on the island, you mean?
Indeed.
Yes.
You'll see her sort of like just stand up, look at the fire a little bit. Yeah, I figured, I guess. I'm gonna go look around. Make sure that there's nothing around that'll try to eat
I
us.
detect thoughts on her.
Sure.
Wow.
Why won't this react? Oh, it did.
Okay, so surface thoughts. What's I'd say in this instant, she's really sort of unsettled, and like she's kind of, you can see the info that you gave her and stuff kind of flashing through her mind, kind of rolls over in her mind. Would you like to go deeper?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Wisdom's.
Nice.
Oh shit.
Oops.
She sort of like, her eyes sort of like unfocus and then focus again, you can see. Clerk. And she'll kind of look past you.
Barbs that?
Sorry?
Can I silvery barbs that?
I think you can.
Yes.
Yeah. You want to silvery barbs it?
Thought
Okay.
about-
I would like to silvery barbs that.
Doesn't
wow.
matter.
I still rebobs that.
Oh wow. Okay, there
We're
we
getting in
go.
there.
Yay!
You'll see her eyes focus, unfocus, focus, unfocus.
What? Emotional bungee jumping.
This is like Men in Black, first movie.
Yeah,
Just destroying her mind.
yeah. You can see that. Let's see. What would she be thinking of? Deeply. Well, first of all, she's turning over in her head how much the House of Morn was willing to pay her for this job. It was enough to kind of like set her straight, and basically she'll never have to do any sort of dangerous adventuring work ever again. But then she's also considering that all might just be because they wanted to. She doesn't know really like why that would be. And I think the other thing that she's thinking about is if she really actually does want to go with you or not. Because she just offered because it was the nice thing to do. But now that you talk about all this stuff, she's thinking, oh man, maybe I shouldn't even get involved in any of this.
Oh shit.
As he's about to leave, Zahavi. Oh yeah. Also, I give myself advantage with the silvery bobs. As he's about to leave, he tells her, "No, you don't need to force yourself. I understand. I can understand that you feel hesitant about the events. Honestly, it could help us considerably if we could have someone we trust in places where we are not. Currently, Morin's look is difficult, but it is, I believe, still safer than most places."
No, you're right.
Just to let you know.
You're right. Yeah, well, it's the right thing to do, isn't it? But you do have a point. I mean, I guess, ever since I left Galewind and everything, I haven't really known sort of, what I want to do with myself and everything, so. It was really good to see you all again. But also, is this really what I'm cut out for doing? I don't know. We'll think about it, right? It's my thing. Don't worry about me. And she'll fly away.
Adios.
Normal.
Davi
Well-
turns around. And what do you two think about it? He says Garanti and Shima.
Shima's sitting on a mushroom, kind of like sorting her weapons and stuff, but Garanchi will kind of come up. She was very happy to see all of you. And we'll kind of just like fast to go fix his bedroll. Let's see. Anything else you'd like to do during the night?
I got nothing.
I'm okay as well. Do we know where Lila is going?
She went to basically do a little perimeter patrol.
Okay.
I don't know where she's from, I believe, was the question, right?
Or
No,
where
no,
she's
just
from.
where she's
Oh.
going.
Or where she's
Oh,
going.
sorry.
Yeah,
Then
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
that's
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, no
I'll stay
problem.
up until she gets back.
Yeah. Kind of just pay attention if you hear any like screaming or anything.
Yes, boss.
I would like to discuss with Zahavi quickly.
Yes.
So,
Sleepy times.
we are confronted with a little bit of a problem. We don't do a lot of damage against these things.
Yes, that is concerning. I'm also reluctant to admit, but your one of the most powerful spells you cast did not make even a dent in its defenses, and I'm
Yeah.
not very. I'm concerned.
Yeah. It's not like we can. It's not like we can set up like a really quick ritual and get him out that way. Doesn't work like that.
No,
But
I believe that similar to how the polar people worked in the scars. I imagine that these creatures are merely puppets. We will need to find the source.
oh boy. I suppose we should go check out that cave she was talking about tomorrow.
Probably. What do you? What does everyone else think?
I think I can be of a significant value at a distance. If you let me have a clear path most of the time, I could probably keep some, if there are multiple ones, I could probably keep them away. But the only things I can do to hurt these creatures basically do nothing to them. So I will have to use their heads instead of, if we can call them heads. But yeah.
Okay. Um. Yeah, I got nothing else. I just wanted to touch on that. See if we had any ideas about that.
Until then,
We're good at improvising.
Carmen, it might be best if we pool our knowledge until then together, or I mean, our spellbooks.
Yeah.
I have still much to teach you.
Oh boy. I have a couple extra pages in my notepad.
Like fucking Dark Yoda. Lemur Yoda.
Yeah. By the way, Carmen's spellbook is literally just the same notepad she's writing everything else in.
Oh no.
It's held together by like barely a binding.
She tries to cast a spell from it, but she's actually just casting her grocery list.
Oh yeah.
It's like eggs, bread, milk.
Oh, I wish I could do that.
I cast upon thee tzatziki sauce.
Tzatziki.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
All right, would we like to long rest? Lila will come back about halfway through the long rest.
Okay, yeah. Sounds good.
You guys are gonna go in the tent.
I didn't actually use any spell slots, huh?
Yeah, only
no.
only the actual spell singers use spell slots.
Okay. Long rest done.
Yeah, I didn't use any spell slots either.
In the morning, you'll see Shima is arranging the weapons again. Garanti's cooking something by the fire. And Lila is up on this mushroom and doing some target practice, aiming into the cavern wall at like a little wall mushroom.
Need any help, Garanti?
Are you a culinary type?
Yeah, pretty much.
I need you to figure out what this is. And he tosses you like a weird, a weirdly shaped squash.
Did you pick that up from the forest?
I did. It does not seem to be poisonous, but I've never used it in a dish before. I was reluctant to use it for breakfast in case I put you all off the meal.
Can I like inspect it to see what type of aroma, flavor, and...
Okay, make a intelligence check at advantage.
Wow. Right.
Oh my god.
20. That's when I do
Nice.
it.
Don't you
And
love
it
to see
counts.
it?
All right. It's not actually a squash. He just gave you a cassava.
Okay. Now, Yotimo knows what that is. I, on the other hand, do not. So
Oh.
how do you spell that?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me wiki
Sorry
it.
about that. Oh, Kasama. Oh, sorry. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I didn't get the spelling of it. Well, with that, do some form of I don't really like the term, but it's some kind of rule, which is like kind of a base, and we could add some flavoring with different types of. Did you pick anything up from the forest?
He looks at the Kasab and then up at you, and he goes, "Why don't you take over?" And he motions to the pan.
Okay.
Let him cook.
I'm gonna attempt to do like some type of Caribbean slash like Jamaican type of meal with that.
Yes. Okay. Also,
I get
like
hungry.
mechanically too, you can actually make a basic poison with this because kasabas, if they're uncooked, are actually poisonous. So, you
Okay.
can make a good meal, but then I'll also, with your nat 20, allow you to get a vial of basic poison.
Oh, cool.
Hey, that's just the one that gives disadvantage for a turn,
Yep,
Yes, I believe so.
if applied.
if applied. Well, I'm cooking.
Let him cook. Lila will call out. Just let me know when you're ready to head
I'll
out.
be right back.
I'm ready.
Give Yotimo like a 5-10 minutes, and you basically have like something for everyone to eat. It might not be that much, but yeah.
Something's better than nothing.
Yep. Thanks, your auntie.
He'll give you like a very old ancient thumbs up.
I give him an old ancient thumbs up as well.
Oh my god, yeah, the two old guys. That's hilarious. Okay, so Lila will kind of gather her things. So I guess the next logical step is probably to go to the village. I mean, that's where the giant hole in the ground is, where they're all coming from, so I'm pretty sure that that's the center of it all. But I would be careful. There's way more of them around there. I haven't investigated the buildings yet, so that might also be something good to do. The problem is just it's crawling with them. We'd have to clear them all out before we investigate, and then we'd only have a bit of time before more just come out of the ground. So I think it's best to just get on it then.
Oh boy.
Let's get down to business.
Let's get down to business.
We have a vantage point right
To
outside the
defeat
village.
A hive.
Okay. So, as you continue further north towards where all of the smoke is coming from, you eventually come to the ruins of a settlement. You can see that a giant hole has been basically ripped up in the ground. And the entire place is a mess. I mean, it's like a much more of a mess than the
And the artwork suggests.
on the artwork suggests. Yeah, and also these little sheep they're not there. They're probably dead, honestly. But
That's
there
just
are not
stones.
sheep
Just
all over.
stones.
Yeah, those are just shaped stones. You can see that the houses are relatively intact, but you know, there's blood all over. And there are a number of creatures in the area. However, you've seen these creatures before. For sure. But one thing that stands out to them about you is that, unlike before, when they were simply like sort of like these ravenous, rabid creatures, they almost seem like they're standing guard. Like, they're not moving. They're docile. Well, not docile, but they're not moving. And they almost seem to be like alert, like the bipedal ones are like looking around and stuff. And the quadrupedal ones are like kind of roaming around. And I'll drop you sort of further by here.
Should we try talking it out first?
I'll put you behind the tree.
Let's.
Well, they might be just like the polar queen.
Exactly.
As you're talking, you can see a squirrel kind of run across the ground. Right here in front of the tunnel. And you'll see that this one suddenly gets down on all fours, bounds over, and then just clamps its jaws down on the squirrel.
I don't.
Oh.
Well thought.
Yes. I don't
see
that
no
they
intelligence
have...
there.
Yes.
As it clamps its jaws down on the squirrel, you can also see that the squirrel begins to turn to a gray goo in its jaws and melts into the creature.
Oh no.
Before it sort of saunters
That is
back.
concerning.
It's not healthy to
no.
just eat stuff you find on the ground.
Well, it's also not healthy to turn stuff into goo when you bite it.
That's
Based
a teeth
on-
infection if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, these things, they're
Part of
different.
the digestive process.
Yeah, far more aggressive.
We've also, I mean, we've come closer than this, and they haven't really been sicked on us. So, I think what's happening is they're guarding something. I think if you get really close, then they sense it, and then they start acting. But where we should be good.
Yes, I listen.
Why don't you send your owl over there?
It's a falcon, but yes, I can do this, so. Falcons are far superior to owls. Anyway.
I wouldn't know. They're all chickens to me.
looks at all the Komodo.
Fuck you. That's what clerk would return. Fuck you.
He says you're welcome in Komodo.
Indeed, you're welcome. In Komodo. Okay, I'll send Lafayette and try to gauge the situation.
Do you want Lafayette to be stealthy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, that block. Yeah, straight. X. 22.
Okay.
Suppose he's probably starting at a crater elevation and starts moving from the back where it's more forested and closing in from there then.
Okay. All right.
To gauge.
As you circle around the town, there's a few things that stick out to you. First of all, you can identify that this building here must have been some sort of stable before. And then there's like 2 more houses and stuff. You also see, coming from the tree's edge north of here, all the way up at the top, you can see there's another one of those things that you fought. And it kind of slides past them and flops over from the roof of the hole in the ground onto here, and then just sort of glides in and down.
Huh.
Subterranean.
Well, I think we found where they're coming from.
Oh boy. Do we have to fight our way there?
Surely this is like a side entrance.
Seeing as how simple these things act, I don't think there's a side entrance.
I have an idea. I could try to lure them away using Lafayette.
Will Lafayette be able to?
He is quite quick on his wings, so he should.
But will all of the monsters follow Lafayette?
I'm not sure. We could try it. They reacted to that squirrel quite aggressively when it went close to the hole. So I could try.
Can I try to? Let's see. Where's my spells? Yeah, I don't really got nothing. Or my abilities, actually. Not too worried.
Are these roofs actually made of straw?
They are, yes.
Alright, am I able to try and identify what some of the guys are capable of, like with an intelligence check?
You know what? Yeah, sure.
Alright, it's gonna be a 17. I'm gonna go ahead and use my port and just roll a 17.
So there seems to be many more of the bipedal ones, which look like this. Ugh. Those ones seem to sort of be the grunts. There's much more of them. Then there are a couple of these ones on all fours.
Those are cool.
They look much more nimble and agile than than sort of like the bipedal ones. And they're also much larger. You can see that as they sort of roam around the village, they actually kind of climb up the walls and stuff as if they're sort of like it's nothing. And then there's one actually kind of slinking around in the background over here. Looks like this. That's quite smaller. Yeah, and you're not quite sure what that one's deal is.
Oh boy.
You think, however, though, that possibly, you know, the bipedal ones are going to be like more dangerous for sure. They seem more just designed to be deadly, if that makes any sense.
Do I think, based on what I've seen, that they would respond aggressively to a fire being lit near them?
You think they'd respond? It seems like they respond to anything very fast. With fire, you're not quite sure. They seem to not really give, like, they don't care at all about any of the houses around them. In fact, you can see that anything inanimate has actually been pretty much left untouched, almost. So they might not care that the house is on fire, it just might startle them.
In that case, well, there's a well back here, guys. I didn't notice that.
Where?
There is.
All the way back here.
Yep, all the way in the back.
Does Lafayette see any of the creatures behind the walls? Like back here?
No, they're all sort of in the village. The stone walls surrounding the village, you can see as Lafayette flies around, are pretty much untouched as well.
How tall is that wall?
You estimate about 7 feet tall.
Easy money.
Oh, perhaps there is a way to sneak around.
I'm going to test.
Is anything inside the building or anything visible when Lafayette is passing them by?
In the stables, you can see there's not much. All of the horses or cows or whatever have probably been eaten. But there are a few hay bales and some boxes. As you peer into the house windows, so in the left one looks to be sort of like a, what do you call it? Like a central, like, inn type thing situation. There's a couple chests in there, a few beds, some overturned stools and stuff. The one next to it seems to be more of like an actual house. You can see a bed in there that's covered in blood. You know, tables and stuff.
Can you repeat what was in the right house? I'm sorry.
There's a bed covered in blood and basically arrangements for like a living place, a house.
All right,
see
I'm gonna
tables
firebolt
in it.
the roof of that house. So
Of this one?
you want to? Yeah.
Okay. The roof will automatically ignite. It is straw. You can see that the creatures are startled by this. They begin to look around. And this creature actually jumps away from the house, kind of inspecting it. And you can see that some of the creatures move over here. They don't seem particularly perturbed by the fire. They just seem a little bit bemused, if these creatures can even have emotion.
I see many creatures in prime fireball distance.
Lightning bolt time. Let me see.
Check those areas.
One moment.
Are we sure it'll kill them?
Oh, let me turn on the grid. Sorry. I'll do it. Have
60 feet. Fireball range. 20-foot radius. So if you want to nuke the front, I can nuke the back.
Wait one moment. Oh, okay.
Unless you want to hit the same cluster.
I think it would be more of a wait. Not necessarily. If I would set mine here, I could get these 6, and
Nice.
he would get the these big 3 and the upper 3. So we would really set a good explosion off.
Alrighty. Say less.
If everyone's willing.
I'm fine
Let
with
me.
engaging here.
Yeah, let me check my spells again. I know I've got to have something.
Proc your mage armor first, real quick.
Okay, we'll need to
Get a little closer.
move 30 feet towards it. But
There's a tree here. We need it.
Yeah.
Carmen's gonna start crawling on the ground.
Oh yeah, how far
like an
back
army
are we?
crawl.
So I can get 100 feet from.
I'm gonna fly over to this into the shrubs of the tree. Or to
I'll
the
also make my way to the
branches.
tree.
I'm in range from right here.
What's the?
Don't you have to line up the lightning bolt?
Oh, I'm hitting him with fireball.
Oh. Fireball.
I'd recommend.
I'm moving more towards here to split us up a little.
Oh yeah, I'm well within
I'm staying
range
here
for
and
blasting.
I've also got this guy here.
Frigid.
She waves her arms around.
I mean,
and-
frigid. I said
Friggin'
frigid.
storm.
Frigid. storm.
Freaking.
Me when it's cold outside.
Oh god.
Fire
Yes.
nice.
It's so frigid outside.
Okay.
Are we turn ordering
Frigid.
this? Should I
Mm,
get some initiative
I
ready?
think so.
Okay.
Do we want to like
Do we
Just
get
do it all at one time?
I think me and Zahavi should proc. Or you, Zahavi, and I should proc.
Yeah, I think we all ambush
Just
them. more or
coordinate
less.
and say,
Okay,
Boom.
which ones are not getting hit by the attacks?
None of them.
All of them are get hit. It's just the Harvey will hit. Wait, one. The big three and the lower three, and Carmen hits the big three and the upper three.
Gotcha.
Carmen
what
begins
spell
to-
do you have, Twele?
I was just thinking of Eldritch Blasting the
Whatever
the
stragglers.
small one that looks different, because I have a concern that one's gonna be something fucked up. So this one.
Gotcha. Okay, we can
And
line
I'm
that up.
within range for that. Yeah.
2?
Could make initiative to get it a little organized, but otherwise,
I think we just roll our damage and see what saves they make.
Yep.
Sulfur shit.
Yeah, because if it's all happening at the same time, you're basically executing a drive-by on them, which is hilarious.
Yeah. Okay. I'm blasting that one.
I'm also using Ikaki's blessing to change my because I'm making my fireball into a cold ball again, as
Okay.
usual.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab some water, and then we'll start figuring
Okay, I
out
should also grab some water then.
this drive-by. Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's cook.
Just imagine all of us in like a beat up old car.
Beat up
Reaching out to
carriage, a horse-drawn carriage.
You see the blinds open in like 14
No,
seconds.
the fucking manta ray. The flying manta ray?
Oh yeah.
Oh, we have one of those.
Yeah.
We could have
Of
just been
course
flying
we
this whole time.
Forgot
Would it
about
be
it.
I think it would be reasonable if we one of us probably went back and drove it to Lila's camp.
Well, once
it's
Koba gets back,
chilling right now.
we can try to like say, hey, just during that long rest, at some point, one of us went and grabbed the manta ray, put it, parked it.
Mm-hmm. Damn, gamer, you and me, we have such a long sub.
Oh yeah, yeah.
sub. That's ridiculous.
Yep. What was mine? 25 months. Yep.
God
And
damn.
I'll never see what the badge looks like, the subscriber badge. I'll never see it because I'm a founder.
True.
I also will never see it, but that's because I'm now a mod for some reason.
I know. I think it still shows up for you, right?
I'm also not sub, so that might contribute.
Well, yeah. So this is gonna be, assuming that they all take full damage. Pretty much all of them are dead.
Okay, so I got some water.
We might have gone a little overboard.
Nah,
just-
no such
we just
thing.
got
There's no such thing. I got water. I'm back.
wheeling, hurtling,
I'm also
Alright,
any
hydrated.
straggler.
So just before we start this, we actually forgot that we have a flying manta ray that we left behind somewhere, and we were just gonna like retcon. At some point before we took that long rest, one of us went and grabbed the manta ray, parked it back at Lila's camp.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because the last thing we want to do is go back to the cliff edge and find just a bunch of bones.
Bones. Bones.
All right, so let's just go down the line. The first thing we'll do is the Clerk's Storm because that's easy. Automatic 40.
No
60
saves.
Everyone.
Yeah. No saves, just happens.
That
So
will
it's
be
16 damage.
16 cold damage. Okay.
Like, this makes me think of the Act 1 in Baldur's Gate 3 with the Goblin Camp.
Yeah.
Yeah. 16 to everybody. As they're looking at the fire, the fire just immediately snuffs out as all of a sudden a storm of ice sweeps over the village. The creatures spring into action, but they all take damage. So 16 to everybody, which is gonna look something like this.
Pause, chat.
And all these numbers.
Hey,
Yeah, you're gonna have to roll damage for one of yours, Twilly.
Yeah. Did I assume just the 17 hit?
More than likely, but we haven't got there yet.
Yeah.
Okay, next is the fireball. So who's getting hit by the fireball?
the top 6.
So the two big ones.
Two big ones, and the
That
4
little
smaller
weird
ones,
dog,
and
and
the
then that
special
big dog.
one.
Okay. So 2 dex saves for the big ones first. DC 14. 1 fail.
One
and 1
fails.
succeed.
And that's 13. That one that succeeded.
Okay. No, actually, you'll be pleased to know that this is a full 27. So,
Wow.
Double damage with fire.
goes that way,
Yeah.
and then this one takes 13 though.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'll do this.
Fail.
Fail. So that's a 27.
I
Right.
haven't shooting at him.
You see one just completely burn up,
Oh, that's the one I was shooting at.
as well as this one, and this one.
Didn't even have to make dex saves.
Not bad.
I guess you just aim at the other hive stalker in
Yeah,
retrospect.
probably this one.
Okay.
Second fireball.
Oh, you know what? Actually, hold on.
What do you mean second fireball?
Because they threw 2 fireballs, Carmen and Zahavi.
Yeah.
That is
I do
true.
have to make dex saves for these ones. I forgot. Because
Oh.
it might half. Oh, okay, yeah.
2 of them
So
saved.
one of them's gone. The other ones are,
Take half.
yeah.
So 13 each.
Yeah. Saw a different
Oh,
number
that's
there.
easy money. We got this in the bag.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
Alright.
Next fireball from
second-
Zahavi. That's to the ones on the bottom, right? The 4 on the bottom.
I think it's.
The
Does it
fi-
include those 2?
Both of the hive stalkers are in my target
Okay.
range.
Dex saves again.
DC 16.
Oof.
All right. 2 succeeds, but that damage is doubled already, so they will take 27.
Yes.
So this is ice damage.
Yes.
Okay, that's
And
that
these
fireball, and then the Eldritch Blast.
these
These 3
those-
are are also in the range.
Oh, also? Okay, so let me do dex saves.
Yeah.
Left to right, 2.
One saves.
And then the
Or
other
one
take...
fails.
Well, it doesn't matter, because they all are going to take more than they need. And the Eldritch
Alright,
Blast.
So I guess
Eldritch Blast,
blast
that one.
that and that. Should I roll again?
Sure. why not?
Okay.
Nice. Nice.
Oh
Hell yeah.
god.
Alright, let's see some damage.
You gotta add the modifier. Oh.
Okay.
Oh
Why-
that's for the crit.
god.
That's the crit, yeah.
And you
So-
pummel them
The
both
crit is on
away,
the smaller one.
leaving only one left.
I think I might take Magic Initiative and grab
And
Eldritch
now we
Blast.
roll initiative.
I would like you all to roll initiative for me, actually.
I have a very bad
Let's
feeling.
go.
Yeah, this is ominous.
Yeah.
Hell
Ready.
yeah.
Okay.
That's 2 nat 20s in a row.
And as always, Zehavi at the bottom of the line.
Even though you kind of have the best bonus for initiative.
Alright, this time you can take control of,
We?
well, actually just Lila.
Just Lila.
I'll
so
grab her.
let me give her an initiative.
So, would that
Oh, wow.
count as like a whole action? Like for our turn, or is this?
Oh, she
once
has her own
initiative
initiative.
start a new turn? No, I'm talking about for all of us. So like, all of our attacks and stuff. I'm just thinking in terms of how Bold Escape works. When you do it before combat, it takes that action for your turn. Or is it just a brand new turn once we start initiative?
It's a brand new turn because I think we technically got a surprise round. Just 'cause
Yes.
how we set it up.
Yep, it's a
Yeah.
surprise round.
Okay.
So let me give this one lowly little guy an initiative. He's like all the way.
just-
Still goes
he's
before
just a little
Zahavi
guy.
though. He does have a chance, but I don't know.
It's like that meme they do in video games sometimes where they give like a really tiny low health boss a really big boss theme. A giant arena.
Yeah.
Okay, Twilight.
Just wait for it. Just wait for it. The choir starts singing.
At the top of the round,
Yeah.
what would you like to do?
Blast.
Alright, I'm gonna sprint here.
Blast.
Let me just double. Oh yeah, it's blast o'clock, baby. That is a third consecutive.
What
nat
the fuck
20.
is happening?
I don't know. You just did. Don't matter how much damage you roll.
That is crazy.
Sarah, I bow before you.
Yeah.
I like how the non-crit one was like twice
7.
as much damage.
Wow. Holy shit. Okay.
Pew pew.
Oh, let me get these crisps down. Okay. As you blast it, you blast 2 quick holes into its torso, and it keels over. The ground is now littered with the remains of these creatures that you basically just pummeled out of existence. But you can see that the remains begin to coalesce.
Uh-oh.
Oh
Mhm.
no.
Mm-hmm.
There was our mess up. Alright, so I'm back here.
Yeah, I figured something like that was gonna happen.
Okay. Huh.
It's fine as long as it doesn't have wings.
Okay. So, unfortunately, I don't think we have time to get to this.
Aww.
Because it's, yeah, because basically we'd only have 30 minutes and we wouldn't be able to finish. So I think it's better to leave it at a cliffhanger.
Oh god.
Oh no.
But
How dare you?
as the remains of the creatures outside sort of lie on the ground, you can see they begin slowly sort of pooling towards the entrance. And you hear this crazy sort of multiphonic roar from the entrance of the tunnel. Kind of like what you heard from the monster before, but just much larger and almost sort of like a chorus of voices. And you will see that slowly as you sort of stand away from the village, all of the remains of the creatures start pooling together and start sort of trickling into the tunnel. And you'll hear sort of like this like weird squelching sound from inside the tunnel. And then you'll see a gigantic hand come out of the tunnel and grasp the top of the tunnel as a creature hoists itself out of the tunnel.
I would like to refer to 3 lines above in the chat where I said, "What if the boss is the hole?"
I'm glad we didn't try to run into the hole first.
And you will see a creature come out of the hole that is much larger than you might have previously expected. And maybe a bit familiar.
Oh no,
Oh,
no,
no.
come on.
No.
Oh,
Oh
no.
no.
Mamma mia.
Oh no.
That's where we're gonna
We avoided
leave it
like
for today.
oh my god.
I hate you so much.
We can't avoid it now. That's what I
Yep, it's gonna happen now.
Hey
Oh
guys, do you think
boy.
it belongs to this plane or no?
I think it shouldn't.
About to know.
Yeah, so I think next week we'll just get started with a nice boss fight for everyone.
Hell yeah.
Very nice.
Alright.
Thank you for running.
Yeah, thanks
Yeah,
for playing.
thanks.
It's
Yeah,
good
thank
to
you.
be back. It's really good to be back.
Yeah. And we're
Will
playing
we
next
s-
week, right?
Yes.
We are
Are we
playing
playing next week?
I hope
Are
so.
we sure?
I am there next week.
Yeah.
That's for
Is
sure.
everyone
Let me just
everyone
make
okay
sure.
with next Sunday? They have nothing scheduled. Nobody's moving.
Nobody's on
Nobody's
like
moving
a
different countries.
nobody's on a flight.
Nobody's moving to a different country or even just in the same town.
Yeah, I don't have anything in my
Oh my
calendar right now.
I just fucking looked at my calendar. I can make it next week, but I will have to leave early.
That's fine.
Well, as long as we long enough
Roughly
to
at
fight
this
the boss.
time-ish.
Yeah, just make sure you kill the boss extra fast.
Yeah,
Understood.
no worries.
Easy
Yeah.
clap.
You can do that.
Yeah, actually, I will say the 25th I can't be here, but next week I can. So
How dare you?
we better kill the boss next week, otherwise
At least we,
we
hey,
got
we at
more.
least did 2 weeks in a row. At least we get
Yeah.
2 DD sessions in subsection instead
Yeah.
of just 1. That's already an
know.
improvement.
Yeah. Okay.
Life
The
be
number
life
three does
and
not exist.
I gotta show some fan art because we have some.
oh, fart time.
Out the fart.
I'll
Excuse
avoid
me?
the fart bus.
Fart
It's me,
time.
McCloud.
Fan art.
Okay, how do I? Yeah, I show it. And maybe hide this thing. Nice Zahabi teaching Carmen. I do like the idea of Zahabi being like an evil-ish Yoda for Carmen. When Carmen is being a problem child again, you're forced to put her in her place that you're not the buff type, but you roll an N20. I know. That was hard. That was epic.
Hold on, scroll down in the image.
Never works hard, but D20 works hard.
That's awesome. Carmen carrying
It'd be
Zahavi
like
while
that
he's in familiar
sometimes,
mode.
for
This is so true. This is what it's like. Oh my god, that's hilarious. 2 wizards in the party. Yeah, this is what happens, you know, when you have 2 wizards. You get a lightning bolt and 2 fireballs in the same round. Yeah. To be honest, I really was hoping that you would burn everything on those guys because it would make it super funny for the real guy to come out. Are they calling upon our patron? Yeah. That was the first time we've ever had like a patron interaction. I really do want to like have that be a thing more. Like, so I think there'll be some ways soon.
Interesting.
All caster party. Dated. Warn them you shall not.
Will
That's
they
bitchy.
be weak as bitches?
Very bad idea. No, it makes sense to an extent, but it's also it is a bad idea.
I'm just down for a little bit of hubris.
I have a peek of
Yeah.
Libra's thoughts.
Fucking
Everyone else
hubris.
slightly reconsidering life choices. Yeah. It's basically like if you said like to somebody, yeah, the Illuminati actually do control everything and we're going up against them. Also, like, we don't fuck with this guy and these guys might not be who you and the world's ending.
To be honest, if someone like that came up to me in real life, I'd have the same response.
Yeah.
Yeah, world's ending, government is a lie. You're gay, like blast a clock. That's great. I actually like that. Blast a clock.
Well, look at the time.
It's half past blast. Oh my god, that's kind of a tongue twister. Half past
Blast the clock.
Blast the clock.
half past blast the clock.
No,
Clock.
don't do that.
I passed the
Blast the cock.
I passed the class at blast the clock. Wait. I passed the class at half past blast o'clock.
Jesus fucking
Oh
Christ.
damn.
I sound like Eminem. Awfully hot coffee pot.
Snap back.
Snap back to reality. And that's it.
Awesome.
Oh boy.
Okay, well, yeah, that was fun. And
Good times. Good stuff.
Hell
thanks
yeah.
as always for playing. We'll see
Thanks as always for
everybody
running.
next week.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Oh,
Alrighty.
see you guys.
See you guys next week.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. That was fun. I like that. That was great. It's always nice to be fractured soul others. Okay, so I'm gonna raid somebody. Let's see. Who are we raiding today? Thank you for watching, by the way. Hey, wait a second before you click away. I have a little thing to announce to everybody. Just a quick little thing. Oh no, my transition is. So, well, first of all, if you enjoyed the D&D, we are live every Sunday with this campaign at 5 GMT. So if you want to watch more, of the shenanigans, come back next week, same time, same place, and we'll be playing D&D. Here's another thing, though. So Altered Shadow has been for a time the only campaign that I've been running besides this one, and that one's been on Saturdays, on the weekends. But I am happy to announce that we have another D&D campaign that's going to be starting up actually this coming Saturday. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to alternate Altered Shadow with this campaign, and you'll hear more about it this week. But it is with the guys from Path of the Lost, if anyone remembers that campaign, the one that I did last year, lasted for quite a long time. So they're coming back and they're doing a new campaign. So if you can all make it, it would be cool if you could come on Saturday at 4 GMT, so an hour earlier of a start than this one. So 4 GMT, new D&D campaign, totally new, brand new premiere. You get to see the start. But yeah, so unfortunately this week as well, not much opportunities for me to stream. So I won't see you all until Saturday, but I hope that we will come around for Saturday for the new campaign and Sunday for this campaign. Because yeah, it's D&D and fun, everything. So anyway, I'm gonna raid Foe. She is, what is she doing? Oh, she's playing Pathfinder. Okay, yeah, I'll raid Foe. All right, please tell her hi from me. show our love. Thank you for watching again. Thank you for coming by. And we'll see you next time. All right, boom.